I know that glare crazy, but hey, we here. Anyways, what's up? What's up, Cancer? It's your man, ES the Hermit Star, back again with another. I might have to put that shade down. It's getting too. And as I say that, the shade try to go up. All right, so yeah, we are here back with another general read for you, Cancer. Excuse me. If you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, Sun, the Moon, or Rising, this is for you. Once again, general read. If you would like a personal reading, you are able to book one with me. You can find my email in the description box of this video and every video, of course. Just know that, quick and easy. All right, cool. Fine with me. There are scammers in this community, so just be mindful of that. So if anyone is claiming to be me, it is a scam. I will never reach out to you asking if you want a reading or any service of that matter. If I have a service outside of reading to offer to you, I will let that be known, and the rules will still be the same. You reach out and ask me for said service. I will not reach out and ask you if you want said service. Simple as that. Let's get it. So we have the Death in reverse. So let me just say this again for those who are like, oh my God, I just reversed death. I ain't say that. That's not what the universe said. The death card in tarot does not mean death. It rarely means like death. I don't think it ever means, to be honest with you, that it ever means like a physical death. It is a metaphorical death, like a death of one's self, in a sense, like you are letting go or shedding some things about you. Turn that brightness up. That you want to, you don't want to be a part of you in your life at this moment in time. I've actually been seeing this card a lot, not just in my personal reads, but other people as well. So it seems as though a lot of people, both in this position and its upright position as well. So it seems like there are people who are struggling to let go of their old sides. There's change that needs to happen in regards to themselves that they are struggling to let go of. The universe really wants you to let that, to shed that old skin, essentially. You're not avoiding, now I'm not going to say you're going to die tomorrow. God forbid you don't. God forbid you I don't want you to die ever. But that's a part of life. But, God forbid you don't pass. You don't end up that God forbid that, you die or whatever, right? But you are avoiding the change that you need to make about yourself. And I feel as though a lot of this change has to do with who you are in general, like your personality. I would spend more on that, actually, when I get to the last card. Let's get to your next one, though. You have the Ten of Swords. Heavy swords energy here in this reading. This is something that needs to end. This is betrayal. This is bitterness as well, but something that needs to end. And I don't think this is someone betraying you. I think that this is you. And I've said this too. I read for somebody Friday who had this. I don't remember the sign. You can go look at those readings I did on Friday. But someone had a similar message. So you might have that sign in your chart. They might have Cancer in their chart, whatever the case is. It was pretty much you betraying yourself. Now, logically, can you stick 10 swords in your back and commit suicide that way? Even though the CIA and the FBI would try to make it seem as though that's possible, that is not possible for anybody to do to themselves. It's just not. But in this world, this is not you dying of some sort. This is you preventing, this is you betraying yourself. And eventually things will change. And also this Nine of Swords, which again, these two cards showed up for the sign that I read for the other day. This is why I'm like, they might have Cancer in their chart. It's because this showed up exactly after this one as well. And this is someone who is suffering, and a lot of that self-suffering, or a lot of that suffering is coming from oneself. Eventually, what I was saying before, or trying to say before, eventually this death is going to happen, but it can either happen on your terms, or it's going to happen on the universe's terms. And I'm going to go out on a whim here and say, you're not going to like it when it ends up like this, because this is, again, a painful death or a painful ending of some sort. You are going to eventually be forced to change, forced to shed that skin. And it's not going to be on your terms. In fact, that shedding is going to be more so of a severing. It's going to be cut off of you. I don't mean to sound grim and stuff. I know Halloween passed. Hopefully y'all enjoyed y'all day if you celebrate that day. But it's going to be more so of a force where you're going to be forced to change and shed that part of you, rather than it you being like a caterpillar, and you're shedding yourself so your wings can come out. I don't mean to make it sound. And when I get my cards, my Oracle cards and stuff, and spirit animal cards, I'm going. Trust me, I've been window shopping on Amazon. I'm gonna get all that. Holiday season is coming up. That's usually when I do a lot of my materialistic, capitalism activities. Yeah, I fall into that too, you know what I'm saying? But that's usually that around that time, and then my birthday, which is in August. So those are the only 2 times of the year where I go just spending like money like crazy. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get these cards for myself. If you want to get it for me, I mean, I appreciate that. Shoot me an email, or you could just send me a little something to Cash App, Venmo, or whatever. Well, those are only 2 things: Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, if you want. You know what I'm saying? Or book yourself a personal read so I could use that money for that. But like, other than all of that, I'm gonna get these cards. So it's like when I mentioned butterflies, this, that, and the third. This is just me basing off of what the universe is telling me right now. I don't have like spirit animal cards yet, oracle cards yet. Again, I'm going to get all of that pretty soon. So just stay tuned to the channel and see all of that. That's going to be a part of these general reads, of course, and of course the personal reads too. But what I was pretty much saying here before I interrupted myself again, which I tend to do, this shedding could be your choice. Where you can make this change that you need to make for yourself, and sure, it's still going to be painful, but it's not going to be as painful as it is if someone were to just take a sword or take a knife and start shedding your skin one by one, or just all together. It's going to be less painful when you decide you want to take that part of you away and you want to change to something or someone better. What is very interesting is showing up in this card, because all these 3, this screams, even if death is in reverse, it screams death is upon us. Meaning, again, there needs to be an ending of some sort, or there is an ending of some sort that needs to happen. This in particular says, hey, listen, you might be trying to stall the change, but it's going to happen, nigga. I'm sorry, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So we can either put these things all up and down your back, pause, or you could do it yourself. The last card you are going to get is the 6 of Pentacles. Shout out to everybody who subscribed to me, because I know there are probably people who be watching and like, yeah, this guy, I don't know about him. I don't give a fuck about them folk. But shout out to y'all who subscribe and watch. But especially those who actually watch, not just subscribe, because it ain't just enough to subscribe. You actually gotta watch the videos. But let me not interrupt myself again. But again, you have the Six of Pentacles upright. I'm glad to actually see this upright for once, and also in this reading here, because it's an array of light. This is generosity. This is you showing gratitude to some sort. So it seems as though that, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm also going to get clarifier cards, because I clarify with the same deck that I do these readings, and I want it to be a separate deck. Since this is the only deck I have, this is the only option I have at this moment in time. All right. Last interruption, I promise you. But I kind of want to clarify this energy here, only because, again, I want to. Yes, again, gratitude is one of the meanings of this card, but is it gratitude for somebody? Is it gratitude for the universe or somebody for forcing you into this painful ending because you wouldn't do it yourself? Is it gratitude for the moment, again, where it's like, sure, that shit hurt at the time when I had to make that change, but I'm so grateful for what had happened because it was much needed, which is a good thing, whether it's you're giving gratitude to the universe or somebody who probably put a sword in your back, metaphorically speaking, of course, that forced you to want to make this change. It could be a situation where, again, with the Ten of Swords, because it is the card of betrayal, and like I said, you are, in a sense, betraying yourself by not living up to your highest potential. Same message I said to the other reading I made the other day. But this could also very much be somebody is actually betraying you. And you, instead of being in a vengeful mindset, you're like, you know what? I'm grateful for that bastard. You want to know why? Because it showed me, who I should be, like the people in my life who I should be grateful for. It showed me who's really here for me, who isn't. I needed to change, not just myself, but I needed to change my circle. And for the longest, I was avoiding that change. Like, things needed to end. And I was avoiding that change up until this happened. And now that it's happened, I took my time to cry at night about it. I took my suffering, but now I'm in the energy of where it's like, yo, I'm actually grateful for that backstabber. And, not saying that you're going to accept them back into your life in their position that they were in before or just in a different position, but you're grateful for that moment, because without that moment, it's sort of like tower moment energy. It's like without that moment of just ugliness and calamity, no new days wouldn't have happened. No, this brightness, all this goodness wouldn't have happened. Like like things had to get ugly before they got pretty again, So that is the message I'm getting here. Again, I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and then but this is definitely something I would like to clarify once I get my clarifying energy. So if this shows up for you again, or some other sign, or just in general, I definitely want to use that deck for the clarifications, and not necessarily the same deck I'm using for tarot. If I need to, I will use the same deck, of course, as I've been doing. But I want a separate deck. That's just how my Virgo brain works. I like to compartmentalize things and have things in an organizational mindset, so that's just me. But this has been your general read for today. Take it however it resonates. Timeless readings, of course, unless I make it clear that it's a time-sensitive type of reading. All the general reads are timeless, however they fit within your life. If they do take it, apply it. If it doesn't, don't take it, don't apply it. You can still hit that like button, though. You can still hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed. You can still share. You can still comment as well. Anything you feel compelled to comment down below, whether it's relative to your life in regards to this reading or not. All right. If you like a personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this video and every video as well. Just be mindful that there are scammers in this community. So if there is someone pretending to be me, it is not me. I will never reach out to you asking you if you want a reading or any service. If I have any other service outside of the readings to offer to you, I will let you know that I have it. But again, the same rules will apply. You reach out to me to get that service, not the other way around. All right. That's that. Until next time, until next episode or video. I'm talking like I'm a podcaster, but until next time, until next video. Speaking of podcasting, check the podcast link in the description box below. No, but thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Until next time, until next video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you see me when you see me. Peace out.